The debenture is payable at a premium of 10%. The maturity value is equal to face value plus 10% premium. Face value is 1000 plus 10% is equal to rupees 1100. So M is equal to 1100. Then N is equal to 8 years. Required rate of return R is equal to 16%. Calculate the value of the debenture. It is semi-annual. So again we have to divide it by 2. V is equal to C by 2. C by 2, C is 120, 120 by 2 is 60. PVAF R by 2, 16 by 2, 8%. 2 into N, N is 8, 16 years. Maturity value is 1100. PVF 8%, 16 years. Now 8% 16 years. 8% 16 years, 8.851. Then 0.292. So 60 into this one, 531.06 plus 1100 into 0.292, 321.20. So V is equal to 852.26. So 852.26 is the value of the debenture. Now we have completed problem number 11th. So far we have done the problems on calculating the value of the bond, semi-annual as well as annual. Now we are having the problems on calculating the returns. The returns in the form of current yield, yield to maturity, yield to call, etc. तो 12th problem onwards we have the return problems. See carefully. The current market price of a debenture of rupees 100 is the current market price of the debenture of X Limited is rupees 800, having a face value of rupees 1000. 1000 रुपये उसका फेस वैल्यू है, लेकिन मार्केट में जो ट्रेड हो रहा है वो 800 रुपीज. The debenture will be redeemed after 5 years. So period of redemption, maturity period 5 years. The debenture carries an interest rate of 12% per annum. This is the coupon rate. You are required to calculate the yield to maturity on the debenture. So YTM, it is normally called yield to maturity. So this is the first problem in which we are required to calculate the yield to maturity, YTM. So previous theory class we have discussed the YTM is called the internal rate of return on the bond, the return which the bond earns throughout the life of the bond. What is the average rate of return which a bond earns throughout the life? The life of the bond in our case is 5 years. 5 years. तो ये 5 साल में average return क्या रेट से रहेगा? That is called YTM. That is called YTM. So the internal rate of return or yield to maturity is the discount rate that equates the present value of the bond with the market price of the bond. तो definition के हिसाब से in YTM क्या चीज है? You have to write the sentence. YTM is the internal rate of return of the bond at which the present value of the bond will be equal to the market price. That rate of discount, YTM is that rate of discount at which the present value of the bond will be equal to the market price. So YTM will be calculated by trial and error method. Trial and error method का मतलब roughly अपने arbitrarily एक rate ले लेंगे, rate लेकर calculate करेंगे. For example 10% एक discount rate ले लिए, लेकर उससे present value मालूम करिए. By taking a record rate of return of 10%, we have calculated the present value. It comes to 1000 rupees. तो 1000 रुपये इंट्रिंसिक वैल्यू आया. मार्केट में उसका प्राइस 1200 रुपीज है. इन द मार्केट द प्राइस इज 1200 रुपीज, whereas we have calculated at 10%, we got 1000. तो इसका मतलब हम जो आर्बिट्रली 10% लिए वो YTM नहीं होता. अगर दोनों प्राइसेस अगर बराबर रहते, इंट्रिंसिक वैल्यू एंड मार्केट प्राइस अगर दोनों भी 1000 अगर हो जाते, तो फिर हमारा 10% YTM आता. हम जो एज्यूम करके 10% लिए वो YTM रहता अगर दोनों प्राइस एक ही रहते. अब नहीं है. अब वी हैव कैलकुलेटेड द इंट्रिंसिक वैल्यू 1000, मार्केट प्राइस इज 1200. तो टू इंक्रीज दिस इंट्रिंसिक वैल्यू वी हैव टू डिक्रीज द रेट. रेट जितना कम करते जाएंगे उतना इंट्रिंसिक वैल्यू बढ़ता जाएगा. तो पहले 10% से लिए थे 1000 आया, अब 8% से लेंगे. अब 8% रिक्वायर्ड रेट ऑफ रिटर्न लेकर मार्केट प्राइस मालूम करें, इंट्रिंसिक वैल्यू मालूम करें. नाउ वी गॉट द इंट्रिंसिक वैल्यू 1300. अब 8% से कैलकुलेट करें तो 1300 आया, जबकि मार्केट में उसका प्राइस 1200 रुपीज है. तो वी आर नॉट गेटिंग 1200 रुपीज. एक वैल्यू 8% से कैलकुलेट करें तो 1300 आ रहा, और 10% से कैलकुलेट करें तो 1000 आ रहा. तो इसका मतलब जब 1200 जो मार्केट प्राइस है वो बिटवीन 1000 and 1300 है. 1000 और 1300 के बीच में 1200 रुपीज आ रहा है. तो अवर YTM लाइज बिटवीन 8% and 10%. तो एक्चुअल YTM जब रहेगा वो 8 और 10% के बीच में कहीं पर भी रहेगा. तो वो एक्चुअल कैलकुलेट करने के लिए एक इंटरपोलेशन फॉर्मूला विल मेक यूज टू कैलकुलेट द YTM. बट इट्स वेरी लेंथी प्रोसेस. ये YTM कैलकुलेट करना इतना आसान नहीं है. एक रेट लेकर ट्राई कर रहे हैं, फिर चेक कर रहे हैं, फिर टेस्टिंग कर रहे हैं, फिर उसके बाद चेंज कर रहे हैं, फिर मालूम कर रहे हैं. तो इट इज अ टाइम कंज्यूमिंग प्रोसेस, tedious process. So many authors have calculated the YTM on an approximate value method. So instead of calculating the actual value, many authors says why to waste the time, we'll apply a simple formula called AYTM, approximate YTM. A stands for approximate. तो एक्चुअल YTM कैलकुलेट करने के लिए टाइम बहुत ज्यादा लगेगा, एफर्ट ज्यादा लगेगा. उतनी मेहनत करने के बाद एक शॉर्टकट मेथड है जो एग्जैक्टली नहीं आएगा बल्कि अप्रोक्सीमेट आएगा, थोड़ा सा डिफरेंस रहेगा. That is called approximate YTM. So how to calculate the approximate YTM? One formula is there. This is the problem number 12th. Calculation of approximate YTM. It is called AYTM. C plus F minus P by N divided by F plus P by 2 into 100. Now remember, first time we are applying this formula to calculate approximate YTM. अभी मैं एक्सप्लेनेशन कंप्लीट दे चुका हूं रिगार्डिंग YTM क्या होता है और उसको कैलकुलेट करने के दो मेथड है, एक एक्चुअल है, एक अप्रोक्सीमेट है. एक्चुअल मेथड में ट्रायल एंड एरर मेथड है, बहुत ही लेंथी प्रोसेस है. उसके बजाय शॉर्टकट मेथड ये है अप्रोक्सीमेट YTM. तो मेनी ऑथर्स हैव सजेस्टेड व्हाई टू कंज्यूम सो मच ऑफ टाइम एफर्ट इन कैलकुलेटिंग एक्चुअल YTM. वी कैन कैलकुलेट बाय अप्रोक्सीमेट YTM. तो इन एग्जामिनेशन आल्सो यू कैन राइट दिस सेंटेंस that instead of calculating actual we can calculate some approx. लेकिन आने वाले problems में, in the coming problem we'll see specifically it will ask you to calculate actual YTM. लेंथी रहा तो रहा, लेकिन मालूम करना पड़ेगा, problem में दे दिया. It will ask you to calculate specific YTM or actual YTM or precise YTM, not approximate YTM. अगर प्रॉब्लम में नहीं पूछ रहा तो अपनी मर्जी है, अगर प्रॉब्लम में पूछ रहा स्पेसिफिकली गो फॉर एक्चुअल, देन वी हैव टू गो फॉर एक्चुअल. इन द कमिंग प्रॉब्लम वी गो फॉर एक्चुअल. हियर व्हाट डू यू मीन बाय दिस सिंबल्स? विल राइट C is equal to annual coupon interest, F is equal to redemption price, then P is equal to current market price, N is equal to period of redemption, period of maturity. Then these are the things we require. C, F, P, N. बस यही चीजें चाहिए, right? Now we substitute the values in our problem. C is equal to 12% of 1000. %12 of 1000 is 120, right? F is equal to redemption price. Redemption price is the face value. Rupees 1000. P is equal to current market price. So current market price is given in the problem 800 rupees. And last one, N. Period of redemption. How many years is the bond? The debenture will be held in 5 years. That's all. Now simply we substitute AYTM is equal to C. How much is the annual coupon? 120. Plus F minus P, 1000 minus 800 divided by 5. I am substituting all the values in the given formula, right? So that is equal to 1000 minus 800. So here what we have to do is 1000 minus 800, you will get 200 divided by 5 करने के बाद 120 को ऐड कर देंगे. पहले यहाँ से स्टार्ट करेंगे. 1000 minus 800 divided by 5, whatever you get plus 120 plus 120. तो AYTM is equal to, you are going to get 160 divided by 900. 1000 plus 800, 1800. 1800 by 2 is 900. AYTM is equal to 160 by 9, 17.78. This is the first problem on calculating the approximate YTM. तो प्रॉब्लम में नहीं पूछ रहा कि अप्रोक्सीमेट मालूम करो, लेकिन हम पहले सेंटेंस लिख देना कि to calculate actual YTM it requires more time and effort. So many authors have suggested a shortcut method of calculating the YTM, and that is called approximate YTM. That is called approximate YTM. So to calculate approximate YTM, the formula is C plus F minus P by N divided by F plus P by 2 into 100. So C stands for coupon interest, F stands for redemption price. जब मेच्योरिटी हो जाएगी तो कितने पैसे वापस मिलेंगे, अगर कुछ नहीं दिया तो समझ जाना फेस वैल्यू. P stands for current market price given in the problem 800. N is equal to 5 years. Substitute कर देंगे 1000 minus 800 200 divided by 5 40. 40 plus 120 is 160. 1000 plus 800 1800 by 2 is 900. So AYTM, approximate YTM, we got 17.78%. Now, next problem, 13th one. Problem number 13. A Limited has issued bonds of the par value of 1000, face value 1000. The present value of the bond is 900 rupees. Current market price of bond 900. The bond carries an interest rate of 14%, coupon rate. The maturity period is 6 years. You are required to calculate the yield to maturity. Again, not given in the problem whether we have to calculate actual yield or actual YTM or approximate YTM. But the shortcut method is we'll go for approximate YTM. C plus F minus P by N divided by F plus P by 2 into 100. So C is equal to coupon interest. The bonds carries 14% of rupees 1000, 140. F is equal to redemption price. Redemption price is not given, so we'll take the face value. Current market price. Current market price is given in the problem 900. N is equal to period to maturity is 6 years. Is equal to 140 plus 1000 minus 900 divided by 6. So it will be 77.5 divided by 995 into 100. It is 950. 77.5. No, 140 plus 16.67. 156.67. What you have to do is 1000 minus 900, you will get 100. 100 divided by 6, you will get 16.67. 16.67 plus 140, you will get 156.67. So 1000 plus 900 divided by 2, you will get 950. So AYTM is equal to, now make the calculation, 156.67 divided by 950, 16.49%. That's it. 16.49% is the AYTM. Problem number 13th completed. Fourteenth problem. ABC Limited has rupees 1000 bonds that has a coupon payment of 8% in the single annual payment. So C is equal to ₹80. N is equal to 20 years. Current market price. Current market price is given in the problem as 1050. What does an investor in this bond earns in terms of yield to maturity, current yield and nominal yield? So three different questions are asked. It is asking you to calculate the yield to maturity, current yield and nominal yield, right? So first of all, we calculate AYTM. We calculate AYTM. So AYTM is equal to C plus F minus P by N divided by F plus P by 2 into 100 is equal to, it is 80. Redemption price is 1000 minus current market price is 1050. And how many years? 20 years. Divided by 1000 plus 1050 divided by 2. Now see here, in one stroke only you have to make the calculation. 1000 minus 1050 divided by 20 plus 80. एक ही स्ट्रोक में कैलकुलेट करो. 1000 minus 1050 divided by 20 plus 80. So how much you are going to get is 77.5 divided by 1000 plus 1050 divided by 2. So you may get 1025. You will get 1025 into 100. Into 100 is equal to 7.56%. One answer we got. It is asking you to calculate three returns. The three returns are YTM, current yield and nominal yield. अब ये तीन yield में से एक yield मालूम कर लिए, YTM. Now, secondly, we calculate the current yield. Current yield is the ratio of coupon interest to market price. Coupon interest to market price. तो फॉर्मूला होता करंट यील्ड का एनुअल कूपन इंटरेस्ट डिवाइड बाय मार्केट प्राइस इनटू 100. Annual coupon interest divided by current market price into 100. Annual coupon interest is 80 rupees. Current market price of the share is 1050. 80 by 1050 into 100, 7.62%. Come on, 2 questions we have completed. We have calculated the YTM and we have calculated the current yield. The third question it is asking you to calculate the nominal yield. It is asking you to calculate the normal yield. The nominal yield means the annual coupon interest rate. In the present case, nominal yield is 8%. So nominal yield के लिए कोई फॉर्मूला वगैरह की जरूरत नहीं है. Whatever coupon rate of interest, annual coupon interest rate is given, that annual coupon rate itself is called the nominal yield, nominal rate of interest. This nominal rate of interest will remain fixed every year. It is decided by the issuer of the bond at the time of issue. Once nominal rate is fixed, it will be fixed throughout the life of the bond. This is the problem number 14. Problem 15. A bond with a cash flow of rupees 200 each year and a maturity value of 2000 after 5 years. If the current price is 1900, what is the current yield and what is the yield to maturity? So a bond has a cash flow of 200. So we are given C is equal to rupees 200 and a maturity value of 2000. Maturity value. Maturity value 2000 after 5 years. N is equal to 5 years. If the current market price is rupees 1900, then what is the current yield? The first question it is asking you to calculate the current yield. Annual coupon interest divided by current market price into 100. So current yield is equal. Annual coupon interest is 200. Current market price is 1900. Current yield is equal to 200 by 1900 into 100, 10.53%. Come on, first bit completed. Now we'll come to the second bit. Second bit it is asking you to calculate the yield to maturity, YTM. So B bit, AYTM.